Hey everybody, it's Ruthie, and I am back for another episode of the Ace Attorney Anime Speed Run Review. And I'm holding my phone because I'm sitting in my bed right now with my notes, with my anime, and I just didn't feel like standing up to film this video, which, how lame am I know, but you know, it's a lot later than I usually film this, and I was in bed and I didn't feel like getting back up. So anyways, today we're reviewing episode 5, the beginning of the Turnabout Samurai case. Objection! Turnabout Samurai is one of my favorite cases. I just think it's really fun and like convoluted, and it was like one of the cases that really like surprised me because you had no idea how it happened. So like it has you guessing until the very end. And this is the introduction of the character I've been waiting to see, which is Wendy Oldbag, but we'll get to that later. So anyways, my first thoughts were, how cool is it that we get to see the Steel Samurai like show in a show? That was just super cool for me because, you know, in the game, you know, you get to see like some stills and you don't get to see the show, and it's just so awesome to see. That was really entertaining, and I really liked how it left time to like see Maya like really liking the show, and I just thought that was super cute. And I don't know. And it's also really cute how they're giving Phoenix so many flashbacks. I love seeing little baby Phoenix. It's just super cute, and I like that the anime has kind of, you know, given us a little bit more character depth, I guess, is kind of, you know, what they've been doing. So I think that's super cute. I also really like how they did Will Powers in the anime because he is even just more like terribly adorable in the anime than he is in the game. Because in the game, you know, you see him and you're like, oh, what a poor little dork, like just tried his best. And it was just really funny when he like bumps his head in the questioning in the detention center. I just thought that was really cute, and I really thought it fit him. And Will Powers, what a guy. And then of course we get introduced into Wendy Oldbag. I think she was just a funny character that I enjoyed having in the game, in the series. Well, not in the series, but in this case, I think, which is why I like this case so much. I just really love all of the characters in this one case. And I did think it was interesting, we do get a sneak peek at all of these bonus characters that we aren't supposed to really get until after, you know, like the first trial, because after Wendy exposes them, but we do get a little bit of a taste of them in the first episode of the trial. And of course we get the little boy, Cody Hackins. They don't say his name in the episode, but the name isn't going to spoil anything, I don't think. But I love seeing Cody running around. I thought that was really funny. And I like how they had Phoenix and Gumshoe chasing him around. Also, poor Gumshoe, they're just bullying him with the name, which I don't really remember them doing in the game. It was more of Gumshoe not remembering Phoenix's name, so I don't know if maybe I just forgot about that, but I don't know. I didn't remember that, but I did think it was kind of funny to have in the anime. The other thing I thought was interesting was that they brought in Mr. Von Karma in this episode, which just seems super wild to me. Like, you get a taste again. The investigation I thought was really interesting how they did that in a montage instead of doing like the case in a montage like I mentioned in the last episode. Because God, this investigation was just, it took like, the Steel Samurai case took me like forever. I felt like it was the longest case out of all of the games, which is like, I mean, the longest case out of all of the cases in the first game, which is like not true, I don't think, but it just felt like it took so long. I think because there's so many like layers, and there's just like there's like a bunch of different places you have to go to. So I was kind of like, I thought the first episode would be like all investigation, to be honest, and like we wouldn't even get to the trial, but like we got into the trial like super quick. Like they really just skimmed over the entire investigation, which, you know, like I get, but I think if we had the entire investigation, it would kind of like really flush everything out so we would really understand what was happening. So like that's why I'm already on episode 5 feeling like you should just play the games. Because I mean, I don't know. I still don't know yet. I'm not like far enough along to like totally make that statement, but like I feel like we're missing so much, which, you know, like I get it. If you really don't feel like playing the whole first game, because the cases are annoying, I'm not gonna lie. They are pretty tedious at some points because you know, it's a lot of wandering around and being like, I don't really know what to do, so I guess just go around and talk to everyone again. But, you know, like that's, I don't know, that's kind of like the charm of the game, but you know, whatever. Also, how lame is it that my arm hurts from like holding it up at like my phone up at like eye level for this for like what, 7 minutes straight? Isn't that lame? And then Edgeworth, I think we're gonna say this in every single episode. I love Edgeworth's shook face. It's just so funny. I don't know, I think it's just me being Edgeworth trash. And then the last thing to sum this up is I do think it's kind of funny how they're having Maya be a lot of Phoenix's inner thoughts during the trial, so she's actually ending up being a lot more helpful in the anime than she is in the game, which comes in later at a later point in time. This is long enough, and it's time for me to head out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!